So let's talk about how death changes people that are left behind. Because the person who's dead is gone. You won't interact with them in the physical world anymore. So it becomes about the people who are left behind and how they react to death. I, myself, am always happy for the person who has passed on. Whatever their problems were, whatever their troubles were, whatever their illness was, unless they take their own life, which I consider to be a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Life is temporary. You don't need to kill yourself. You'll get out of it eventually. The challenge is to deal with the things that you have to deal with in as positive and as good of a way as possible. That's all you can control. We have said this over and over again. It's finally become clear to me. As the obvious usually does, eventually. But here's the thing. The thing about the death of a loved one, if it's your personal loved one, you see them every day. They're at your breakfast table. You fix them dinner. You remembered their birthdays. You celebrated their lives with them. Those are the important people after a death. Those are the people that you need to help. And you will find, if you do it correctly, that you will also be helping yourself when you support the people who have lost someone dearly. The goal is not to go over and take over everything that needs to be taken care of and handled and everything. Those people have got it. It'll take them some time. It will take them all the time they need. But it is not your drama. Your drama is separate from them. The feelings that you feel about the person that's loved past, those are your feelings. And you should not impose those feelings on anyone else that you do not feel safe with, that you do not trust, that you cannot be open with. That's all I'm saying. Somebody's death does not, unless it's in a will or written on paper somewhere, has nothing to do with you and their property, their belongings, what they have in their inventory. Nothing. Nothing. And inserting yourself into the business of the person, the survivor. Inserting yourself into the survivor's business and going about taking care of this minutia that's left when a person they love dies is wrong. I don't care what anybody else says. Unless they ask you, inserting yourself into someone else's business, inserting yourself into the business of the person who is surviving, the one who left behind, who's been left behind, the one whose person was taken, inserting yourself is not it, not the answer. It's just not. You can help by dropping off meals. You can help by maybe a text saying that you love them, you're thinking about them. You can send them flowers. In cases like now, when we have COVID and people aren't getting together for an actual funeral or memorial service until later when we can all be outside, it's even more important that you mind your business. Because there's not that moment when you have all those other people around you, when you go and do something inappropriate, are going to look at you and give you societal clues that you're overstepping. I myself have been guilty of this. I have tried since Patty died to just stay out of it. It ain't none of my business. And I'm struggling with that because I want to support and love my friend who has lost the love of her life. The love of her entire life is gone. And all I want to do is make that as easy as I can for her, so she doesn't feel alone, so she doesn't feel abandoned, so she doesn't feel lost, so she doesn't feel as if she's stuck and she can't do anything. My only goal is just to love and support her. There is no right or wrong way to do that except inserting yourself into their business. This thing, I understand he's your brother. You grew up with him, but he was married to her for 43 years. You knew him for 19 of the years before her. After that, it was the two of them together as one unit. You calling the wife of one of your sons that thing up there? I don't have words for that, because that has been a recurring theme in our lives together, Bruce. No one born in the Knapp family is a Knapp, is what you feel. And if you don't feel that way, that's not what you're showing. Because what you show is that two people who came together, married, and raised a family, one of them is not a Knapp. That's unfair. That's just wrong. They're a team until they break up their team, if that happens. And even then, you still have the opportunity to say, I recognize that you two broke up, but I have a relationship with this person through their children, who are my nieces and nephews. So I respect your decision to separate from them, but I cannot and still maintain a relationship with people that I love. People who are left behind after death, like my children, my friends. I don't have a significant other, for which I am very grateful. More grateful than anyone could ever know. I want them to remember me laughing. You just think of me laughing, because that's what I'll be doing. I'll be laughing. I'll be watching. I'll be happy. I'll be celebrating the wonderful times in your life. I'll draw close when you need me because things are bad in your life. I want you to be happy. I want you to have the very best possible life you can have. I want you to understand that you taking care of yourself, being gentle with yourself, being kind to yourself, is what I need you to do when I am gone. I don't want any arguments. I don't want anybody rushing in saying that they know what I wanted. Hence all these videos. Me just telling you what my beliefs are what I feel, what I want for this individual experience of being on hospice and dying, as she lit a cigarette, which is what is killing her. Again, I feel stuck. I am stuck here. That is not the way God sees it. God sees me as being here until His will is done, whatever that may be. And I don't know the will of God, except that we always honor and recognize the humanity in each other, and that we are all connected and related. So you treat other people the way you want to be treated. Grief isn't a linear process. It doesn't go along a line. The stages don't come in order of accepting someone's death. Wherever someone is where they are. And you don't say anything about how they should be farther, or they're doing it wrong, or you would do it differently. You don't do that. Because just as my death is individual to me, the experience of losing me is different to each one. Some of you already know how you're going to react. Yeah! All right. Yay for you. I will admit to being an annoying, irritating, busybody know-it-all. Trying to change. Trying real hard to change here at the end. Because that didn't serve me or the people that I love very well. But there is no right and wrong way to grieve for somebody, except overstepping and putting yourself into the business of the people who are left behind, upon whom the death has the most impact. That's what I want to say. It's what I always want to do, not insert myself. Just be here if I'm needed. Just give love and support. Nothing but. No advice unless I'm asked. It's hard lessons to learn when that's not the type of personality that you have. My personality is that I want to know everything, about everyone. I kind of like that about me, because it's been able to give me perspective on things that I don't understand. And I love to learn. I may not remember it, but I love to learn. I wish I could remember right now how long it takes for spring to move from south to north. My dad knew that. How fast it travels. I miss my dad today. I miss my mom today. I understand what grief is. That kind of grief. I understand the grief of being left by somebody that you loved. I understand the grief I caused by leaving somebody who loved me. I am not proud of the things that I've done in my past, but every single thing I've done has brought me here to where I am today, and I like me where I am today because I feel filled with love. I feel the beginnings of true understanding of what life really means, of what it's supposed to be about. And I'm so glad most of the drama is behind me. And when I close out this chapter with this, it will be done and over. I am not expecting any help with my car. I am not expecting a new car or a new used car, I am expecting nothing. I will do it for myself because that is the only option that I have. And I do have $929 coming in every month. All I have to do is take one breath and then another. Puff, puff. That's all. That's all I have to do. So I can find somebody to fix my car and force it to be reliable. So I can get out of here, close this chapter, put it behind me. The emotions are behind me. He will always be the love of my life. But he ain't meant for me no more. Our work here is done. I'm not getting into any contests. I'm not stepping in between anymore. Work it out for yourself. You say you read your Bible every night. I don't know what parts you're reading. You had the opportunity on Sunday to go down and be with your family and listen to God's Word at a church that you say you like, and you didn't do it. You forego that. You forgoed it. You didn't do it. That was your choice. And I gave that to God to work on for you, to open you up, to heal you, to take away your fear. And I see flashes of it. I see flashes of it happening. And I'm proud of you for it. I just have to learn. I can't ever win with this, with you, as if winning were the ultimate goal. There was never supposed to be any winning. Your job is harder than my job is harder than your job. Bullshit. You're smarter than I am. You know more than I do. Bullshit. I have always believed, and never will stop believing, that when two become one, they become like a superpower, lifting each other up where the other is weak, supporting the other when the other is weak. One person knows the right way to do things or has a better idea than the next. That's all it is. And together you make a good human being. If that's the way you're going to go. If that's what you're looking for in love. And love is more than just the body. Bodies age. But the spirit is eternal and never changes, except to evolve. And that's what we want. We want to evolve into a higher energy, into a higher way of being, to take the high road without even thinking about it, to not meeting hate with hate, to meeting hate with love. Because only love can overshadow hate. Only love does that. Only love cures hate. Hate doesn't cure hate. It just doesn't. It adds to it. Fans the flame. It's like smoking with your oxygen on, or cooking at the stove with your oxygen on. You're providing a source of energy to make that thing bigger and dangerous. That's my belief. Love cures hate. But hate don't want to lose. Evil doesn't want to lose. It knows it already has. It does. It knows it's lost. That's all been predetermined way back when it started. But the message keeps getting twisted. I can't make, there's no connection between politics and religion, except in the fact that you want the best for everyone, whether you like them or not. As a country, you want everyone to have enough of what they need and to work for what they want. That's the goal. That was my little moment when I can speak openly, and I wanted to talk to Jesus. Oh, Lord, I need a lot of Jesus today. I need a lot of Jesus today. Come close to me, Lord. Stick by me. Help me with this mouth and this ego, Lord. Help me. Thank you for clearing that up between me and Vicky. And thank you for that ending between Bruce and I right now. I will never bring that up again. I did not bring it up in the first place. That's what's the funny part. I was kind of drug into it as a go-between. No. But you know what? If you say something and then you do the exact opposite, I don't trust you. And if I do that, you should not trust me either. That's not deserving of trust. That's not authentic or ethical or moral. So, have a good day.